I have Tim blowing me up. This is how big days at Wedge work. I got Tim, I got Thomas. You know swell's coming when all the boys start calling you. All the Wedge boys start calling you. People start chatting, you're at work trying to get your shit done. Oh fuck, Burnham's calling me. What's up, dude? You see the forecast? Oh, I didn't look at it. You obviously looked at it. Oh, it's supposed to be like 25 plus. And everyone wants it, but at the same time, you just don't want to deal with it. You're like, I had shit I had to do. I don't want to die. So I wake up super early. It's probably street sweeping down there. I got to get a parking spot. Roll up. Heart's pumping in the parking lot. Like, okay, get your shit together. Get all my gear up. Walk down. There's, you have all those people walking down. You're just trying to keep your cool. Like, I'm gonna do this, dude. I'm gonna fucking do this. And you walk up. I'm just like, oh my god. It's just, it was so big. Thomas talked about it. It was so big. I mean, 30, 40. I don't know. It was just too big. It was as big as it was gnarly. Just super powerful, sketchy. We're walking up, and I'm kind of like, I'm like that guy that likes to get caught inside, so I swam out during a set, I remember sitting next to the rocks going like, wow, this is fucking super serious. Getting my ass kicked, it's like 9:30. So I'm over to the peak, and lo and behold, there's Keith Malloy. Keith Malloy's sitting there, I'm like, wow, this is crazy. We start talking, he's like, this is a gnarly day. I'm like, Keith Malloy's saying this is a gnarly day? It must be a fucking gnarly day. So anyways, me and him surf a little bit. I don't even get a wave. I swim in when it goes flat. Talk to some of the boys. Go back out. And it was one of those days where usually when it's like a 15-foot day where everyone's talking, oh, how's your wife doing? How's work? This day it was like everyone's just looking at the jetty. No one's looking at each other. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Just super scared of getting caught inside. I mean, the inside waves are 20-foot and gnarly. I remember a 15-foot wave came. I swam into it. And I'm like, I better make this to the beach because I'm not getting stuck inside. I'm going to drown. Get into the beach, crawl up to the sand like, oh, thank you, God, I'm on the sand. Oh, my God. Walk over the rocks, see my buddy Sexy Jeff. Me and him are talking. And I hear people start screaming. Like, why is everyone screaming? Look to the water, and I see a guy going like this. Ankle deep water. No, knee deep water. So I don't know what I wasn't really thinking. I saw all the adrenaline going from the first section, just trying to get out of the water, and just was like, I'm on it. I remember looking at the guard next to me, I'm like, I should take his buoy from him because he's not going to be able to make it out there. But I'm like, I was just so in the zone. Hit the water, boom. I'm 40 yards behind myself. I'm back on the berm. I'm like, holy shit. It was like hitting a brick wall. For some reason, I went back out at it, hit it. The rip takes me out, and I'm head down going, this is a really bad idea. Like, if I could turn around, I'd probably turn around right now. Head down, look over. I have the 7 guards that hit the water, one's with me. So head down, swimming. Look to my left, I see Thomas, Tim, and a chick lifeguard with like a first aid kit. I'm like, what's she gonna do with a fucking first aid kit? Swimming. No sign of this guy. Super turbulent, can't even swim anymore. It's just like that white water, this pulls your legs down. There's so much water you can't even swim. I'm like, okay, I take some deep breaths, kind of pop up, look at the jetty for indicator. We're fucked. The jetty's gone. Underwater, it means the set's rolling in. I'm not a religious guy. Start kind of saying some pieces like, come on, man, if you're up there, let's just give me like 10 minutes and we'll get this guy out of here. Look at my buddy Tim and Thomas. They're pointing. He's over here. Swim over there. We find the guy, me and this guard. He's got like a rash guard or a t-shirt on. And all I remember is just holding on to this thing, right? And bracing myself. I felt like a fucking train hit me. And just remember, it's like slow motion. I'm sure it happened in a fraction of a second. Just feel that shirt tearing. Boom. I'm just losing him. So, oh, come up. Find him again. This goes on for like 5-6 waves. We find him, grab him. And this guy had to be, 280 pounds? He was a big boy. And I personally thought, we had some friends from Hawaii, I personally thought he was a Hawaiian, okay? So I don't know if that dictated in me going out there, if he was a friend of a friend, This goes on 5, 6, 7 times. I look at the guard. Here's the deal, man. There's going to be 3 victims, or there's going to be 1 victim. We need to get out of here. So we just do our thing. We go in the water, swim out. I pop up kind of the V, the safety area. I'm like, oh, it's fucking gnarly. And I remember looking outside, and the whole pack that was surfing was just sucked out super far, like into the jetty. So I knew it was a huge set, because usually they'd be way farther in where I was. They were screaming, hey, we need some help over here, trying to get someone's attention. There was a boat, just screaming. I had nothing left. Look at the guard. I'm like, that was gnarly. My buddy Finney, James Finney, was kind of in between. I yell at him. He's an actual lifeguard. Screaming at him. Lo and behold, the fucking dude pops up in front of us, face down. Dude just pops up. He already must have drowned, taken in water, wasn't buoyant, gets sucked out, pops up. Swim over, flip him over, start smacking him. Wake up, man, wake up. My buddy Finney comes over. We start doing CPR. And I don't know, man. Newport Beach lifeguards got a bunch of jet skis, but there are no jet skis out there. And the boat wouldn't come in, so we had to swim this guy another 100 yards out. I remember being all pumped, getting him on the boat. I'm holding on to the back of the boat. I'm just wasted, right? I'm just wasted. Like, let's get out of here. And they're like, get off the boat. I just remember letting go. That was in slow motion too. Like, oh, don't let me out here. Hitting the water. And now I'm like, what am I going to do now? I'm fucking wasted. You know, I should have drowned. And I remember, you know, I remember getting all kind of emotional, looking at the Hawaiians like, oh man, I'm fucking so sorry. Like, can't believe you have to call your buddy's wife. I remember, I think it was Capella or one of the boys going, never seen that guy before in my whole life. And I hate to say it, but I felt a little sigh of relief. You know what I mean? But then I remember just treading water for like a half an hour and taking like 10 waves on the head trying to get in. Sorry, it's a long story. I remember walking up, and there's probably 1,000 people on the beach. Everyone's looking at me like, was he the guy that needed rescuing? Was he the victim? Then there was some like chick who was an off-duty like ER nurse or something, and she's like, I'm gonna be the superhero. Like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. Put me on O2. Then there's all these newscasters strutting around. Our favorite, strutting around. Oh yeah, you were in that rescue? I'll give you a pin. You want to give an interview? I'm like, fuck no, I want to give an interview. And like, of course, all the crew guys start yelling in the news crew to get out of here. Like, have some respect. Some guy might have just died. And at this time, I was hoping deep down this guy was going to live. You know, we didn't know. I was maybe, you know, who knows? They could shock him, give him CPR. And I thought there was going to be a brawl. There's 50 dudes, Wedge guys, and about 2,000 people on the beach. And I remember just trying to keep my cool, and a cool cop came over and was like, hey man, they're out of line. I wish you can go kick their asses, but you can't. They can be here. And I'm like, I just took a deep breath and dealt with it.